Hi everyone, Mariano here. In this video, I'm going to try to give you an idea about SwarShala and what it can be used for. So first of all, if I have to describe SwarShala, I would say that it's a one-of-a-kind software dedicated to Indian classical music. I think when you'll discover its numerous features, you'll agree it's the most developed software dedicated to this beautiful art form. SwarShala is divided in three distinct sections that you can see here. First of all, a learn section where you can learn about the two main traditions of Indian classical music, Hindustani and Carnatic. Second, a practice section where you can do your riyaz with the accompaniment of virtual Indian musicians. And third, a compose section where you can create your own rhythms and melodies, but also complete songs using over 100 Indian instruments at your disposal. Now that the structure is understood, let me go through each section in more details. So the Learn section is where you'll find multimedia tutorials that will help you understand the intricacies of Indian classical music. It's divided in two subsections for the two main traditions of India, Hindustani and Carnatic. When you select one, then you get three additional subdivisions for the main aspects of the music. One for the main concepts, and the two others for the melodic aspect, raga, and the rhythmic one, tala. When you enter these subsections, you can scroll through a large number of pages that will enhance your knowledge on classical music. These pages often include audio clips, sometimes video ones, sometimes also some special widgets to make the learning experience more enjoyable and effective. Here is the section for raga, melody. At the end, you'll find a description of 10 common ragas, each with a bandish that comes with lyrics and translation. This helps get the mood and feeling of these beautiful ragas, and you can also learn the bandishes this way. Now here is the section for tal, rhythm. Among a lot of important information about the way rhythmic accompaniment works in Indian classical music, you'll also find a description of the main rhythmic cycles with their bowls and audio. As you can see, these tutorials are quite extensive, and if you go through them, you'll definitely get a good grasp of the intricacies of Indian classical music. What I just want to add is that these are all loaded out of a combination of XML files and specific widgets. This means that if you run an academy and want to add your own content, possibly your own widgets like specific multi-choice tests and so on, this could be easily added for you. Alright, now that we have gone through Learn Pain, let's move to the practice section. So the purpose of this section is to assist you in the practice of Indian classical music in your riyaz. As you can see here, it's divided in several sub-panes, each for a different instrument you can use as accompaniment. You have two separate tanpuras, a rhythmic instrument, a melodic instrument, and a swar mandal. You also have multiple choices for all of them, like there are 10 different tanpuras, over 50 rhythmic instruments, over 50 melodic ones, and even 3 different swar mandals. So you can really select the instruments that best suit your ears. All settings impacting more than one instrument are defined in the first global pane. Here you will first select the pitch of your choice. We see here the Indian notations as white 1, black 1, and so on. But you can switch to Western notation in the settings pane, and then you'll have C, C sharp, etc. You would then select the raga you want to practice here. As you see, you have over 100 ragas included, but you can also add any raga you want if it's not there. If you want to practice in rhythm, you may then select a tempo here. Again, the naming here is Indian, but once you switch to Western notation, you will see slow, medium, medium fast, and so on. You can also set a specific BPM or make speed adjustments using this slider. You can then go on and select the instruments of your choice, as well as the rhythmic or melodic cycle. Each instrument can be played individually, so if you practice tabla, you may want to play a melodic lera, while if you want to practice your singing, you may wish to play some tabla rhythmic cycle. You can view the sequence in bowls or batkande notation, and also the beat number to have a clear idea on which beat you are at any time. Selecting a raga will automatically tune the Swar Mandal and the Tanpura strings to match that, as you can see here for Rag Malkans. You can play Swar Mandal manually by dragging the mouse, or you can have it play an ascending or descending scale regularly after a certain number of seconds. You can also adjust the level and panning of each instrument through the pop-up pane appearing here. Once your session is configured the way you want, you can save it under a specific name so you can recall it anytime you want. This is done here through the Save As button. Now, before I end on practice pane, I want to mention two great additions that came with SwarShala 5. First of all, there is now a pitch pane that can be used to analyze and correct your pitch, as you can see here. For more information on this, please refer to the specific video on SwarShala 5 pitch pane. The second addition is also great. It's that you can plug a MIDI keyboard and play any instrument here live. So you could accompany yourself with, say, a sarangi, while tanpura, swarmandal, tabla complete the picture. Again, this is further described in a video on recording your practice sessions. Alright, so this should give you a clear idea about what the practice pane is for. Let's now move to the last pane, the compose section. Here is where you can create specific content for the software. This includes melodic or rhythmic patterns, new ragas, and even complete multi-instrument songs or compositions. It's divided in various subpanes. On the left, you have a tree view that shows the rhythms or melodies available for the selected instrument, as well as the selected raga for the melodic instruments. When you click on one, you see its structure on the sequence pane to the right. This is in the bowls notation for rhythmic patterns and in sargam notation for melodies. You can easily customize these sequences by changing the notes or strokes in them, changing the layout of cells, or even the pitch bendings, expression, and vibrato. This way you can achieve extremely realistic rhythmic and melodic items that you can use for practice or into songs. That part is available in the tracks view. Here you can add tracks for each instrument you want to add in your song or composition. Let's add, for example, a tanpura. Then a tabla, with a rhythmic cycle of rupak, that we adjust to the right tempo. And then we can clone it a number of times. So with this bass we can add an audio track, connect it to a mic, and then record our singing over it. We can also create another instrument track, connect it to a MIDI keyboard, and then play that instrument live along with the other tracks. Once all our tracks are ready, we can export our composition as an audio file or even MP3 one. This is a very developed digital audio workstation that has been embedded in SwarShala, so you'll find the facilities required to create compelling compositions are there, like MIDI audio editing, auxiliary tracks, sends, effects, automation, and so on. It is based on the Swar Studio engine, so you can check the Swar Studio tutorials for a detailed overview of the software. Now finally, a quick word about the raga view here. This shows the details of the selected raga, and you can adjust the pitch of specific notes to match some specific semitones or shrutis. So this should conclude this demonstration of the SwarShala software. As you can see, it's a very broad app, so it's difficult to explain all the functionality in a single video, but I hope you'll have a better idea about what SwarShala is about and how you can use it to enhance your knowledge and grasp of the Indian classical music. If you have any questions on it, feel free to email us at support@swarsystems.com. In the meantime, we wish you a lot of success in your journey into classical Indian music. Take care.